World. What's up, everybody? This is Mr. Awesome here. Y'all make sure y'all scramble to my channel. And I had to come on here and bring y'all some breaking news. Now, y'all know, like I said, I'm a huge superhero geek and a huge Marvel and DC fan. But let's focus on DC. It's being reported that DC is going to retool Zack Snyder's universe of the DC universe. And wow, this should be very interesting. So that means we may get a reboot of the Batman, we maybe get a reboot of Wonder Woman, we maybe get a reboot of the Flash, we may get a reboot of Justice League. But I think this kind of makes more sense because, don't get me wrong, the DC movies and TV shows really have been good and awesome, but I just feel like fans lost their connections to the films, because I mean, I can connect with those films and I've seen all the DC shows. I finished Titans the other day, and I finished DC Doom Patrol the other day as well. But I just feel like right now the DC universe, it's not, it really needs a reboot for real, because there really hasn't been that many DC films on the big screen. The last one we had was Wonder Woman. That was the last DC movie we had, and that was 2 years ago, the Wonder Woman 2. But other than that, I think this is a good thing that they're going to reboot it and retool it, because I would love to see Ben Affleck come back as Batman. And then with them doing these alternate universe, just like Marvel's is doing, I don't think DC can get on that same level as Marvel, because Marvel's, when they did their movies, Marvel's is, people still forget this with Marvel's is more of a kind of darker universe. DC is much darker, but they kind of have the jokes in. Marvel has jokes, DC has darker tunes. But anyway, you know, WB just signed a deal with Discovery. They just signed a 10-year deal. So that eventually means I think DC can get on that same level as Marvel. They can do that, but you gotta make it. See, if I was a writer at DC, this is how I would do it. I would go back and I would retrace my steps to the movies that came out. Like, first with DC, we had Superman, well, Man of Steel. And it was a good movie. Henry Cavill did a great job, and they threw some Easter eggs in there with Batman. So then we get the announcement that Ben Affleck is gonna come and play Batman. Then that introduces us to Batman versus Superman, which made more sense. Then, you know, when we looked at Batman versus Superman, it introduces us to the other. This was like the pre-Justice League. You know, we got Wonder Woman, we had Cyborg in there, we had Aquaman. So that created something. We got the Justice League. Then we get to the Justice League movie. They threw a lot of Easter eggs in there. The Green Lantern's ring was in there, and we had that. Then we cut over to Wonder Woman. Then next thing you know, Warner Brothers makes this announcement that they're gonna bring Batgirl and Supergirl, all these other superheroes. See, DC has a lot of superheroes that they can make movies and TV shows at. They can tie those all in that universe. You know, we got Blue Steel, which I think is going to be great if they're still going. We got The Flash, that's going to be good. But now that Ezra Miller's in a lot of hot water, they're saying that they might have to postpone the movie again. Aquaman 2 is coming out. Then Wonder Woman 3 is apparently going to start pre-production, I heard, next year. So, yeah, I think this will be a good move to DC retooling the universe, retooling the Snyderverse universe. Then there's also been speculations that Doom Patrol and Titans, they're gonna be canceled. And I mean, they're good shows, but they're gonna be canceled. So I think it's time for them to retool the universe, retool the DC universe, bring new superheroes in. Like, I would love to see a Green Lantern. I would love to see, that's one thing. I would love to see HBO Max make a Green Lantern TV show. I would love to see them make a Static Shock show. I would love to see them do a not Cyborg. Ray Fisher get his own TV, get his own movie. That's all they got to do. I think DC may be on track with them retooling the universe, and you bring back Ben Affleck as Batman. Perfect tracking. But I'm excited about this. So these are just rumors, but nothing is confirmed. But I honestly believe that they are going to reboot the DC universe with all the movies and TV shows. So let's just see what happens, and I'm very excited. But other than that, it's gonna be it's gonna be great. So I'm looking forward to it. So let's just see what Warner Brothers and DC are gonna do. But anyway, that's all I had, the information for you. This is Mr. Awesome Production. Make sure y'all subscribe to my channel, and y'all have a nice night and awesome.